So if you've ever shot with a Cooke lens, at some point in its life it will have come through this factory. We started the tour in the polishing room, where the glass arrives from one of two suppliers. The glass comes in a rough state, isn't treated, and is larger than what will be needed, so the first step is to polish them up. This is one of the heads that are used to do the polishing along with the slurry. Cooke have state-of-the-art CNC machines to do this. But they also have the more traditional machines too. Both are still used as they excel in different areas. The traditional machines are sort of mesmerising to watch, all catering to the different sizes of glass, some of which can even do multiple pieces on the one head. Some of this technology hasn't changed in years. Once polished, they are sprayed with a black peelable paint for protection until the next step, which is coating. We can go into the coating room as 1, it's a clean room, and 2, effectively, it's the room where Colonel Saunders keeps his fried chicken recipe. This is where the Cooke glass gets a lot of its characteristics. The lenses all get loaded into the metal tray that you can see on that table and can be coated in batch. We then went on to the edging room. First, a skilled technician shows us how they actually mount the lenses to the chuck so they can be put onto the machines. So they basically heat this chuck up and apply a wax-like substance. You can then mount the lens, making sure that the optical centre is in the physical centre of that chuck. You can see how strong that wax-like substance is. It can hold the weight of that chuck. But it's very straightforward to remove. With a couple of taps, it comes straight off through the vibration. Now that they're on the chucks, they can be put in the machines and can be edged to the exact sizing needed for the lens that they're going to be put in. If the glass is going to be mounted into a lens using a metal clamp, then they'll blacken the edges around that glass to avoid unwanted reflections, and this is done completely by hand. Next, it was on to quality control, where the technicians assess each individual piece of glass to make sure that it's up to the Cooke standard. And the tour finished in the assembly room. All of those elements are put together to create the inner of that lens, to make sure that everything fits as it should. It's then completely deconstructed and both the metal and the glass elements are again cleaned, before being reassembled in another clean room. Most of the lenses by Cooke will be assembled by the one technician, so they know exactly where each lens is in its production cycle. Now every lens can be ever so slightly different, a 50mm can be a 49.9mm lens in the end, so the technicians measure the focus for the full throw of the lens so that the engraved markings can be exact. Now what's interesting with Cooke is that they don't make all these lenses in batch. They won't do say 20 50mm S4s in one go and then move on to another focal length. Instead, if you order a set, they will make that whole set to order, all in the one go to ensure consistency throughout the different lenses. After the engraving, the paint on the lenses are done by hand. Once completed, they're all wrapped up and ready to be shipped, and then one lucky filmmaker can be capturing that Cooke look.